What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back at you with another video, and today we are doing the 7-round mock draft for my dream team of the year, the Arizona Cardinals. If you guys have not seen the Cardinals prediction video and then the playoffs, I highly recommend for you to do so. If you're a Cardinals fan, hint, you'll be kind of pleased. I love this team. You'll see by their draft position how much I love them. Absolutely amazing team. I have huge faith in Kyler Murray. Organization's doing a great job. Kingsbury's shown that he's better in the NFL so far than he has been in college. So he's kind of putting those doubts away. And so this team's getting all around really amazing. I've already done the trade, so I already am in the perfect draft position according to my rankings. So, yeah, I mean, again, the draft position is not based off of TDN. It's based off of what I predicted their record to be. I think that's kind of cool. It kind of adds my own personal twist on things because the Super Bowl team should not be able to have a much better draft position than like other teams that didn't really make it. It's kind of a little bit ridiculous. So without further ado, let's kick it off. I'm going to resume the draft here, and we can see what happens. All right, so normal start. Samuel Cosme going number 3 is not impossible. I think that that's a very easy thing to happen. I mean, he's a very talented tackle. We see that Justin Fields falls a bit. Alex Leatherwood to the Browns would be an amazing pick just because they can put him anywhere if Jack Conklin doesn't work. Honestly, I think that would be a great option as well. I mean, in 3 years, you're going to be signed. He's going to be on his third year. You sign him to a 5th-year extension, and boom. I mean, you're cooking with Crisco, you know. So we're sitting here at 32. We have some extremely good talent on the board. I mean, I know you don't need a tackle, but I mean, it's not impossible to get one. You have DJ Humphries, and then I know Marcus Gilbert is going to retire in the near future. It's not impossible for us to get that. I don't know why the fuck wide receiver is on this, because I mean, yeah, I think Larry's going to retire soon, but you have Christian Kirk, who's a good route runner. And then you have Andy Isabella. You have Hakeem Butler as well. You have a lot of talent in that wide receiver room. So I don't really know why they really need a wide receiver, even though, I mean, I'd be interested in it. But, I mean, Brevin Jordan is somebody who I'm looking at as well. I'm looking at Boogie Basham, and Rashad isn't that bad either. I can't really see anybody else, like, making an impact here. I'm going to go Boogie Basham, though. I think I did this as well in my first-round mock. Of what I would do because of the fact you can learn from Chandler Jones. And I think Boogie Basham's one of his biggest critiques is that his form isn't the best. And, I mean, if you learn from possibly the most underrated player in the NFL, not by the people who actually know what they're talking about, but by the general people of the world, they don't really know who Chandler Jones is. I think that would be one of the most amazing possible fits, like in sports, in this entire draft. I mean, being able to have somebody who's raw like Boogie Basham learn under Chandler Jones would be absolutely invaluable for this team. So Boogie Basham here, I don't think we need to really boost the offense up too much, just continue to develop that pass rush. We could have went Tyler Shelvin as well, but I mean, interior defensive linemen just don't warrant a first-round pick anymore, guys. It's unfortunate for them, but I mean, it's true. Jackson Carman to the Bears. I mean, they're stealing another first-round prospect in the second. I think that's awesome. Again, giving a little bit of context, Johnson this year, Jalen Johnson out of Utah, cornerback. I thought he was, I think, the third best corner. I had him top 20, and he got taken at like 47th. That was pretty insane. So, cheers to him, and cheers to the Bears. You know, it's a great pairing. But looking here, you got Master T. I don't think that he's the best option here. Javon Holland's probably where I'm going, but I went for him before. I'm going to go Ardarius Washington here. I'm pretty sure, he's 5'10", much more of a speedster type of guy. 5'8", I mean, even shorter than that. He's going to be roaming in that free safety role. I think if you stick Buddha, I think Buddha would be a better fit over at like a more of a roaming strong safety than Ardarius Washington would be. I mean, again, we can go Andre Cisco here. You know, I mean, he's 6 foot, 200. He's much more of that stereotypical strong safety. But I think, I mean, Javon Holland's a master of all trades. We've already taken him in one of these drafts, though. Let's not be boring. I haven't taken Darius Washington anywhere. Number 1 PFF grade last year. Why not add him to that versatile core and just continue to develop the safety core of Arizona, which is their one real weak spot apart from interior defensive line on their defense. So, got to fill in those holes. Raiders getting a steal with Javon Holland, of course. Yes, we could have went Stills if we wanted to continue developing the interior offensive line, but I really didn't see a need for that. Marco Wilson to the Rams. Again, I really think they need to develop their offensive line more than anything. I don't really think that's the best choice. Tutu Atwell going to Seattle. I don't think that's the best fit, man. I mean, DK Metcalf and Lockett are already enough speed. I think you need to develop more route runners. And somebody like Tylen Wallace wouldn't be the best option there. I don't really know who I'd want. I'd say just wait for Des Fitzpatrick if you're going to go that type of route. But here, I mean, Jabril Cox is he's fallen. He's like such a good talent. At this point, this is completely not going with strategy of getting need. This is just getting complete value. You're getting 24 spots pretty much. They're saying he's a third round talent at the end of the third. I mean, what? He's like an early third going at the end of the third. I mean, that's pretty damn good value. I mean, again, let's look. We don't need wide receiver. Let's just check out the tight ends. I don't really think any of these guys, apart from Bushman, are really worth this type of pick. And, I mean, offensive line, yeah, we need some interior offensive linemen, but we just saw a couple go right there. I honestly think that the best choice here is continue to develop that linebacking core because Hassan Reddick is not completely the answer, and I think that's pretty obvious. Adding Jabril Cox, another LSU type of guy, allow him to learn under Jordan Hicks about coverage and stuff. That's possibly the best thing you can do at this point. You could potentially have him take over in the future. Yes, Justin Ross is here. I got chewed out in my Jags video for not taking Justin Ross. That's just because I take him all the damn time, you know? Like, he should not be ranked this highly. I mean, this low. And Kyle Trask is going to be the future of the Steelers. I think that's not a horrible idea. I'm not a huge fan of Trask, though. I think he has potential, but not really 4th round. Maybe, I would say 4th. 4th's a good spot for him, but I don't know if he fits the Steelers scheme. Guys, please take Justin Ross. Please. I do not want to have him stuck on the board. Please. Thank you, God, Chiefs. You don't need Justin Ross. They do not need Justin Ross. And then Nick Bolton, thank you. I would hate to have to take 2 guys. I can't wait for the Eagles to take Journey Brown. Calling it. Oh, they didn't. Wow. Cheers. They did not take Journey Brown. Oh. You know what that means? We're taking Journey Brown. I mean, can you imagine the combo of having, what's the name? Oh, shoot, Kenyon Drake with Journey Brown? I mean, Kenyon Drake's on a 1-year contract, I believe, right now. I think they franchise tagged him. I'm not sure. They might have given him a small extension. But I think that Journey Brown could be the long-term option here. Add a little bit extra depth on this running back core. And, I mean, I know, like, they need more of a power running back, but I don't really see anybody here, maybe except... Where is he? Larry Roundtree, which we might pick up later in the draft, who is really like a power running back. Journey Brown, you're getting a full rounds value here with Journey Brown. And I love Journey. I think that he's more of a 3rd round prospect than a late 5th to 6th. I mean, all these picks are pretty much the next round. Like, we don't really have a 1st round. The 6th round pick, unfortunately, nice whistle, right? I traded with the Chiefs to be able to get these picks, and the Chiefs didn't have a 6th round pick. So we're picking in the middle of the 6th round. Let's see what's here, though. Jalen Phillips out of Miami, not a bad choice here. But, I mean, there's nothing really that I'm liking here. I mean, again, we can go Melifonwu here. We can go Harris. We can also get a backup quarterback at this spot. Who would give a fuck, you know? But, I mean, we could check out some wide receivers here. This is where Marquez Stevenson wouldn't fit the scheme either because we already have Andy Isabella. You know, you don't need that, and there's nothing really here that excites me, gets my blood pumping, and that's kind of a bad thing. It's a bad sign. Honestly, DeMonte Coxey is a really good option here. Kind of, if you're able to keep Larry for 1 more year, let DeMonte Coxey continue to learn from Larry. And I saw him at Memphis. Really talented wide receiver. I think he's more of like a 4th to 5th round player than a 6th to 7th. and they have him as a late 6th. But DeMonte Coxey is not bad at all. I think he has pretty damn good route running, some solid hands. Be able to just add a little bit more depth to the already extremely deep wide receiver core. Why the hell not, right? Why not? I mean, I know we need tight ends and stuff. We don't need it. Max Williams is there. There's just not that big of a need. But Cale Cunningham going to the Dolphins is interesting, though. Demetric Felton on the Eagles, I think, would be kind of a waste of talent for Demetric Felton, because I think he's basically just a dumbed-down version of Miles Sanders. Kellen Mond, interesting, going to Washington. And Trey Sermon to the Steelers, I think that would be a good replacement for James Conner. Being able to have McFarland and Sermon as a duo in that backfield, I think that would be a great choice. Dude, no, please don't say Reggie Roberson. Thank you. I didn't want Reggie Roberson to be on the board when I picked. That would just be a little bit too good of a pick to have. And with the final pick in the NFL draft, oh my God, there's so much going on. I mean, let's just see if there's anybody here that is just insane value. And to be honest, there really isn't. And I'm not going to be that guy who gets a quarterback at the end. Oh my God. Speaking about these two guys right here are just completely over the top when it comes to potential talent. I saw Kadarius Toney like 2 years ago, and I said this guy is first round quality. He is so crisp with his routes. He is so quick as well. He is extremely underutilized by Florida. You guys should watch some Kadarius Toney tape. He is so fun to watch. He got injured, and I know he hasn't really been the same since, but man, he is fun. But, this is actually where I'm going to take De'Aaron King. Perfect fit under Kyler Murray. Kyler's going to be able to teach him how to play quarterback better. And, I have De'Aaron King as like a late 3rd type of prospect. I love De'Aaron King. Saw him in person. Really fun to watch. So, not really too many picks here, guys, but this is the draft. We got our future at edge to learn from Chandler Jones to take the torch, or Darius Washington to add some diversity into the secondary. Jabril Cox, just too good to pass up at that point, and being able to learn from the talent that's already there in that linebacking core is absolutely crucial. Journey Brown just adds some more depth in that running back core. Again, extreme value. Coxey, kind of just take the reins from Larry Fitzgerald, and I think that would just be overall just a solid pick at that point. And then De'Aaron King, good value great value in my opinion, and perfect landing spot. There or Seattle, perfect landing spots. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the far side.